Fashion Week in Toronto, and we're kicking it off with another Project Runway Canada favorite, Lucien Matisse. How are you, Lucien?
I'm
We're
very
so
good.
proud of you here at
Oh,
Slice.
thank you so
proud of
much.
you.
Thank you.
Ruffles and sequins and beading. Oh my, that was a lot of detail. How much of your blood, sweat, and tears goes into creating all those wonderful looks?
Actually, not that much.
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun, first of all. And second of all, because I didn't do all the labor for the first time. I had a wonderful supporter, one of my sponsors, Ellie Davis, that helped me to fly to Asia and create this beautiful collection.
Okay, tell me what you sourced in Asia.
All the materials, all the beads, some contractors. I had a wonderful staff that worked for me and helped me beading all that stuff. So it was an extraordinary experience. I loved it. I went to Shanghai for 2 months, and it was absolutely great. Well, I wanted to create a bit of raw glam, you know, with all the corsets and all the leather and all the alpaca wools and, you know, very rich materials that I used. I really wanted to go back to my Zen state of being, you know, after Project Runway.
Oh, really? Back to it because it drove you crazy?
Yeah. So I think that's where all those silent elements of design come into place, you know, from that Zen place.
All right, this has been a really hot look for a while, but how do we do it for ourselves?
At home, are you going to do it?
Well, I'd love to hire someone like you to do it. Oh, really? Okay. So tell me how.
This is easy. Do you know what? It's just tease. Tease right from the roots, very, very carefully, all the way up, almost halfway mid-shaft. And then as you tease, you just pull it forward, pull it forward, pull it forward, and keep teasing, 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 teasing. Then we take the back and just sort of place it one side up this way, another side up this way, pin, and it's just all very random because the more teased it looks, that's the whole idea.
Very sexy, very dramatic look. How do we do it? How do we do that?
It's very easy. Honestly, you can do that in a house. Maybe not strong like that, for sure, but if you want, you can, sure. But the idea, when you work with a black, you know, with black eyeshadow, because a woman doesn't want to wear black eyeshadow or to put black eyeshadow because it's very difficult. But if you want to put black eyeshadow, one thing I can tell you. Flat brush. Well, this one is a little bit too big, but I need to go quickly. And you take the eyeshadow like that, you tap a little bit, and when you apply, you don't slide. Because when you slice, the eyeshadow will fly and fall down, and you know? And you take eyeshadow, you tap a little bit, and you do like that. And that fixes the black color on your eyelids.
Nada Shepherd, congratulations on a really vibrant and awesome show. Were you a Dynasty fan?
Yeah, but honestly, my mom was more Dallas than Dynasty. But I didn't want to send cowboy hats down the runway, so I went Dynasty.
No, this was full on glam. What are your predictions then for fall? Explain a bit of the collections and how we should be wearing them.
Well, there's so many trends. Like within a season, there's so many ways you can go. I've opted for the colorful trend, which, I'm wearing head to toe black, which I always do. But I've gone the color route. I think with a certain group, the suit, the power dressing will always be around. So what I've just tried to do is make it a little bit more modern, a little edgier, a little different. So that's where I sort of pulled the 80s inspiration from.
Hey, I'm with Penelope Corrin from Royal Canadian Air Force Live. She's wearing Nada, I'm wearing Nada. She's got the legs, I got the boobs going on. Let's get a look at you.
Oh, sure, why not?
So what'd you think of the show, Penelope?
I loved it. I love that she did a whole Dynasty vibe. It really, with all the main female characters, that was great. And I loved her jackets and all these hoods in surprising places and asymmetrical tunics and shirts and things. I thought it was great.
Stacey, what show are you doing today?
I'm doing the Bustle show.
You're the only girl because they're doing only men's now.
No, I'm not the only girl.
You're the hottest girl.
Oh yeah, I'm the flyest girl though on the show.
Also, how do you pick and cast your shows? Because they're always fun and they're not uptight.
No, they're not.
They have to have
sort of confidence and personality to them. And you'd be amazed, not every model has that confidence to them, and they book big shows. But for us, it really is important. I mean, we're not going for just sort of the standard show. We always have a bit of theatrics involved.
Tell me what made you decide to go for men.
Well, 3 seasons ago, we decided to focus just on menswear. And I mean, in large part, it's just because there's so much growth in that market. It's such a niche market right now, and it's an amazing place to be because men are really stepping out and trying new things. And it's easy in a way to be in the menswear market because you can the more you sort of put out there, the more men are willing to take a risk. So it's sort of there's a lot of fun going on in that area.
And menswear not only is burgeoning, but it's something that I can really identify with being one. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it's just we knew we needed to focus, and it made sense for a couple of reasons. One of them being the fact that I being the person who does more of the hands-on designing, can identify more with menswear, and secondly, more importantly, that menswear is on the rise.
Mr. Joe Furkeak, what a pleasure for ladies that we have you doing what you do. Tell us a bit about what you were thinking in terms of silhouettes for fall '08 with your collection.
I wanted to, the whole collection was inspired by the character Belle de Jour, Catherine Deneuve, and what I wanted was sort of a certain classic element, but mixed with an edgy, sexy element to it, sort of to merge the two. And I think it's hard to look sexy, but an intelligent sexy, and sort of still have a bit of restraint. So that was a challenge, and I love the challenge of trying to make women feel good. Maybe secretly because I want to be one. I love the two extremes of classic fabrics and sort of technologically advanced fabrics, so I thought to merge the two would be,
Can you give me some examples? Because I know the velvet was stunning, very rich, and then what was the metallic fabric? Is that an example of a technological?
Yeah, that's right. It was a wool with a nylon glaze on it. It was a wool basket weave.
You think of what you'd like to wear, and you design for women because you'd maybe like to be one. Do you ever try this stuff on?
All the time. Yeah, that's when someone says, "How did this feel?" Amazing. I'm like, I know, it feels great. So
I bet you look better in them than most girls do.
The stomach's getting kind of.
Thank you so much. We love seeing what you do every season.
Thank you so much. Thank you for loving it.
We do.
This is Paul Sinclair, Tevro and Chase, wonderful designer from Toronto, and with this wonderful coat, these amazing shoes that I did not even slip in, so I was very happy.
I have to ask you about Kaylin Porter because I hear radio DJs and people talking about spotting you two en amour around cities. What is there to those rumors?
No. I've actually met Kaylin only a couple months ago in one of this event, and we're just really good friends.
And who did your dress?
Lucien Matisse.
Brooklyn Brownstone, designer coordinator for the FDCC, wearing
Nada.
Showing today, and you've paired it with
Susie Love Accessories and a Bart Lynn leather coat.
We're wearing Joe Furkeak.
Yes, Joe Furkeak first.
Are you looking forward to the show tonight?
Yes, very much.
Most definitely, yes.
Vintage, Boss, Helmut Lang, and Converse.
Club Monaco, Vintage, 18th Amendment, and Chloe.
You know what? I'm very affordable this evening. I'm all H&M, Club Monaco, and Urban Outfitters. So
We love to hear that.
I just like to. It's just Queen Street West shopping. What are you gonna do?
Who are you wearing?
3 seasons of bustle, I have noted. Yeah.
Name them.
Fall 07, Fall 08, Spring 07. No, Spring 08.
And Ruth, who are you wearing?
Diane von Furstenberg.
It took me, quite a while until I got my first agency, like a good 4 or 5 years. But I never stopped. And bottom line is I want to, let these young girls and guys know within the business and established models as well, that no matter what, like if you know you could do something and if you know you want to do this and you have a vision and you like have faith in yourself to know that this is, this is what you want and you could do this no matter what, go for it. Go for it 150%. And don't let nothing or no one stand in your way. Because if you do, how are you ever going to know if you're able to like make it happen?
Well, that's the end of day 2 at L'Oreal Fashion Week in Toronto. My feet are tired, but my heart is full, and I will have very stylish dreams tonight. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of Fashion Week in Canada.